Hey guys, I'm going to be performing a Elite Engineering E2 catch can install on a 2014 Chevy SS. This is going to be good on the 2014 or 2017 SS. So we're going to be mounting our catch can to this screw hole down here. I don't know if you can see it down there. There's an included spacer and new bolt, so we're basically going to mount our L bracket right there in that spot. Before I do that, I just wanted to get the more difficult stuff out of the way, even though there's nothing really difficult about this. First, you're going to need to remove your stock PCV system. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to push these heater hoses out of the way as best as I possibly could. You're going to see this connector here. I already disconnected it, but it was connected right here, so we're going to, push this tab in, pull it out, and down in here you can see two nipples. There was a tube there, this tube right here. It's basically a U that goes from one tube to the other. The way to remove this is to basically push with a screwdriver, push these tabs over, and that'll basically release it, and then you can easily pull it off. Before installing the bracket, I thought it'd be best to go ahead and get my hoses on and my bracket on, since it would be a bit more difficult to get those on after the bracket's already on. So in order to install the bracket to the catch can, you can see these two Allen screw heads right here. Basically just thread those in as best as possible. And then for the actual hoses, you have these, what seems like some sort of compression fittings. What you want to do is take one end of your hose and you want to jam it as best as possible into the end of your compression fitting. So as you can see, or not, I kind of jammed it in there, and then kind of just take the hose and screw it in as best as possible. Then you want to take that and you want to screw it back over here, and then take two wrenches and kind of tighten it down until it bottoms out. So as you can see, have both of the compression fittings down. So here's your inlet, one right here. Here's your outlet here. As you can see, they're both bottomed out as much as possible. Next, we're going to be installing our bracket to the actual engine. These are the included bolt and spacer. These are going to go right here, basically an open bolt hole that's available for use. So after you have your hoses connected, you want to go ahead and install your bracket right here, this empty screw hole. So I ended up removing my bracket because not only because it was probably on the wrong side, but also because you could get to this screw and screw hole a lot easier with the catch can not there. So I'll just be reinstalling it after I get that installed. So the way you're going to want to install your catch can bracket is in the order of the supplied spacer first. So spacer first, then the bracket, then the supplied washer, and then of course the bolt last. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten all this down and then get my catch can installed onto the bracket. So as you can see, got the catch can installed into the bracket. All that took was these two Allen head screws. Just find an appropriate sized Allen wrench, and it takes about 30 seconds. So the last thing we're going to do is route our hoses. So as you can see, we have two hoses. This is going to be coming off of what looks to be the nipple coming out of your lower intake manifold, or perhaps head. And then the side one, you're going to want to route to most definitely your upper intake manifold. So as you can see, I've completed my install. Have my hoses routed down to where the existing PCV plumbing used to be. It was a bit difficult to get the hoses over and the clamps over since there isn't too much space down there, but it wasn't that bad. All in all, I would say this install was probably a 2 out of 10. Definitely a beginner could install this. Thanks for watching.